That goes in there. Hello, hello. Not sure if we're on yet. Here we are. Erica, you're the first one here. You won a prize. It's me. I don't know. Sorry. Maddie, I gotta start texting you when I'm doing lives. I'm glad you're here. But I realized I used to text you all the time when I was about to go live, but I'm just so out of practice for going regularly. And I know you're busy as well, but I'm glad you're here. Actually, oh yeah. I gotta get right to work here, but I also, did I start? Okay, so I recently started using a junk planner, trying this out instead of my normal planner, my happy planner. It's not a happy planner, but it's something like that. And I've been doing pretty good. It's actually been so helpful, and I can't remember. I think yesterday I set up Mondays, or I set up today's. Did I do that, or did I dream that? I might have. No, I didn't. Okay, what I did do was I set up yesterday's to-do list, and the day went kind of wonky, and I didn't get a lot done that I meant to yesterday. So I think I'll just use the same to-do list and add a few things. So I'm going to do that real quick. I did get the lunches done. I did get my laundry away. I did get, okay, wait, I did a lot of this. I didn't clean Arlo's room. I did take the garbage out. I did not prep my craft room for Monday, but that's done and over with. Welcome notes, that's what I need to make my welcome notes for this month's Patreon. I'm probably not sending Patreon out until Wednesday, so that will be the 17th. That's my goal. It might be Thursday. I'm trying to be realistic and easy on myself. This is my first month back to like work full-time with my kids in school, and it's always a little bit of a hectic start, I feel. So I think I'm going to stop giving, I in my head I make a due date, an end date, trying to get my monthly Patreon sent out by the 15th of the month. And I think I've noticed in the whole entire last year that it's really hard for me to get it out by the 15th, but I don't want to give myself too much leeway. And then I kind of need that pressure. So I think anywhere between the 15th and like the 17th is what I'm going to just shoot for. Because then after I send out those monthly journal packs, then I have the rest of that month to finish up 30 journals, 31 signature journals, and then like 5 or 6 full journals. So that only gives me like, 15-ish days to do that. Although those journals are always like usually prepped. So it's not, I'm not starting from scratch. Like I already have, just to kind of give you an idea, I already have most of the journal covers prepped. I have 2 of the fully decorated journals. Also covers are done. Anyways, I'm just talking it out, but I am going to get to inking, I promise. I will probably be talking a lot today, but because I'm having a good day. I'm actually feeling good. Today was the first day since my kids have been back to school that I woke up before my alarm clock, before 6, and that gives me enough time to sit and enjoy coffee for about 30 minutes, and I need that time. I reflect, sometimes I journal, sometimes I just scroll videos and just have a relaxing time, and then get ready. Usually prep if I need to do any prepping dinner. Today I prepped some soup in the crock pot and it smells so good. It's making me hungry. I'm making, it's a potato soup essentially, but I have Italian sausage in it that I cooked in bacon grease. I had bacon last night, so I used that. And it just has basic ingredients, but it's gonna be a creamy, cheesy potato soup. And then I'm gonna make more I'm gonna make more bacon tonight because I feel like I have to have bacon cheese, and green onions for the toppings of that soup. Any other toppings that you guys like if you were going to be eating a potato soup? I don't want to go overboard because I'm probably the only one adding those toppings. Maybe. So yeah, so I got bacon, cheese, green onions, and I do have sour cream if that's anyone. Yeah. I'm making homemade rolls. Those are rising right now. And then both of my kids are trying this soup for the first time. Yes, you can come to dinner at my house, please. Yeah, both my kids are trying it. I'm gonna guess that my daughter likes it. My son, I don't think that he's gonna like the texture. He might like the flavor. So I'm trying to have a little, not a backup dinner, and my kids are welcome to like grab their own if they don't eat that. But I was thinking grilled cheese, but I'm already making homemade rolls. I mean, can you really have too much bread? I could do grilled cheese. That would be good. I probably won't make grilled cheese tonight anyways, but oh yeah, I think I'm gonna make a side salad. Both of my kids will eat salad now. So salad, soup, rolls. I think that sounds delicious. So I'm just gonna write a couple things on my to-do list for today, and then we will get to inking. I do want to finish inking embossed envelopes. And I have 135 of these to ink. I think I'm just going to give myself that for today. If I do that, then I'm already halfway done with the vellum envelopes that I've been working on. I do need to print. Oh, that's another thing I'll do today is print journal cards, which is Kara Brandon's printables. Okay. Yeah, let's just add that for today. It is Monday. If I clean my daughter's room, that will be a plus. Dinner's already cooking. Anyways, hopefully that somehow inspires you guys to get on top of it and get your to-do list going. Actually, I just thought of something else. I do need to film a video today. Film, and I think it's going to be a video using scraps. Film scrap video. I just recently went through all of my scraps and I need to organize them. I saw Kara Brandon do a video where she organized her scraps and it looks like they're so easy to use. So yeah, you should check out her video if you want a video on organizing scraps. And then today I might also organize my scraps, and I'll probably film it because I film most things that I'm doing in the craft room. So anyways, sorry I'm talking a lot, like I said. Guess who has a birthday on Friday? Wait, do I? Is that my birthday? I'm just kidding. Maybe that's not the number. Oh, wait, is my birthday? You're right. Why did I think it was Saturday? That's funny. Yeah, okay. Aw, thank you for mentioning that. That's so funny. I'm like me. Charlotte, hi. Awesome. 35 hours. Yeah, the soup will still be delicious tomorrow. So get in the car and is that driving? Yeah, I guess it must be. It wouldn't be flying. Hello. Hi, how are you? Okay. Anyways, I'll just say a quick little disclaimer. Hi, hello, if you're new. My name's Jessica, and I do lots of crafty videos, and I typically have a new video up every day-ish. And so if live videos are kind of sporadic, I try to do them during the week, but they're very sporadic. But if you join a live video like today's, this is just kind of like a little hangout session for us. Since I am always in the craft room doing crafty things, this is kind of a more laid back time for me as a time to interact with you guys. And while I'm probably usually working on something on my desk, you might not have a good view. It's not the best angle for looking at what I'm doing. However, you can zoom in on your screen a little bit. Like today, my lighting's not great. But if I'm ever working on something and you really want to see a better view, a tabletop view, just let me know. I probably either already have a video up doing whatever it is I'm doing, or I can film one for you. So let's get into it. I'm going to be inking up these envelopes. I already embossed them, and they have a mushroom kind of image, I guess you could say. So I don't usually ink like this. I don't usually ink with different colors and try to get it to be like a certain picture. That didn't make sense. Normally, I would just like take one color and go over the embossed image, which I like. But I wanted to do something a little bit extra for these ones because these are one of the items I'm including in my monthly packs as they're not a main anyways, I'm including them. And so I just want to try something different. So I have a bunch of Distress Oxide inks. If you do want to know any of the colors I'm using, just let me know. Yeah, and let's get started. Let's get it started and okay. I am actually going to be inking some of these with just one color because that will be for one of the lower tiers. Let me see. I should do that first and get that out of the way. So let me see how many. I also think I might have to go grab a soda. Okay. 26 of these. Okay. So let me just count out. 26 will just be one color. Although I wrote in my notes that I was going to include them blank without inking. But I feel like I can kind of quickly, I feel like I'm going to add the inking. 1, 2, wait, should I not? Okay, I don't want to be indecisive today. Hi, Nerd Mom Diaries. I love your name. Oh, you're feeding your month-old baby girl. Oh, congrats. Oh, that makes me, oh. We just had, this weekend we had my daughter's 7th birthday party. Her birthday is Wednesday. I don't want to get emotional, but I was watching her open up her presents, and the sweetest part, I don't know why, but this was my favorite part. She was like opening her cards and just slowly reading every little word on the card, not out loud, just to herself. And it was just something about it. I was just looking at her and it was just making me reflect. It actually made me have a little flashback to my own 7th birthday, which I'm not going to try to give you a long story, but it just made me really reflect on like how I hate being like it goes by so fast, but yeah. Oh, so I love that. Thanks for watching while you're feeding your baby. Also, what's your name? Nerd Mom Diaries. I feel like I recognize your name, your username, but I'm not sure if I remember what your name is, if you want to share. Otherwise, I can just call you by that. We have a 10-hour time difference, so it's always fun to see. Oh, that is crazy. Well, I'm glad you are able to join even with that time difference. That is definitely hard to like figure out. Okay, where can I get the glue bottles from? Tamara, or I think I've asked you 100 times, is it Tamara or Tamara? I think, I'm just gonna say Tamara. I'm pretty sure you told me it was. Anyways, I get these from Amazon. I wish I had a link, but they're probably, if you want to go to my Amazon storefront, I can almost guarantee you'll find a link somewhere on there. But these are called, or you can just go to Amazon and look them up. It is the Sweet Sugar Bell. Here, I'm gonna find a link for you. They're called Sugar Bell containers, and in one I use Tombow Mono Aqua, and the other I use PVA glue. I cannot believe that I am a 2 glue kind of girly, because forever I would just use the Tombow, but thanks to Maddie for telling me that I needed to try the white PVA glue because I was having issues. I have really been liking this white glue for anything that's like paper to fabric. So when I do my fabric journal covers, I like that one. Glue bottles. I'm going to give you a link, but of course, again, you can just go to Amazon, but that way you can see these are the exact ones that I get. That's an affiliate link. Yeah. Okay, I can't wait until it gets cold enough to make a nice fire in my fireplace. I love the cozy season. Oh, that sounds nice. Happy belated birthday, Arlo. Oh, and actually, Arlo's birthday is actually this Wednesday. We just had our birthday party over the weekend, but thank you. Very sweet. Jennifer, okay. Thank you. Oh, wow. Your boys are 20 and 17. First live for me. Oh, hello. Thank you and welcome. Okay. You're always here for a long story. Well, I might get into that long story as we're doing our crafting here. I was gonna go get a drink. Okay, the PVA glue is awesome, but Tombow and I had to part ways, sad. And you know what? I don't blame you. Like I told you, I used to use the Tombow. Well, I used to use it for everything, and I am just certain that their formula changed. I do still really like it for paper to paper, and then what else? Mostly paper to paper. I do still love it for that, and I almost like the Fabri-Tac. Is that the one you said you like, Maddie? When I watch your videos, Maddie, and you use the Fabri-Tac, it makes me want to like it. The problem is I cannot get over the smell, and I don't like how it feels on my fingers. I know it's a silly thing, but the Tombow doesn't make me feel like that on my fingers. That's like literally comes down to that for me. But yeah, I don't know. I swear, or maybe the formula did not change and I just like was settling. I don't know. Cause anyways, 5. I'm gonna count up 26 of these. 6, 7, 8, 2. Okay. All right. So these embossed envelopes will just have one color of ink. Yeah, I think I was debating, did I actually want to do one color of ink, or do I want to just leave them blank and then the recipient could do whatever they want? But I think I'm just gonna do a light layer of brown on top, and you can still always add any kind of detail that you want, like when you get it. So these ones are for my Rose members. I'll definitely do some of the multicolored ones with you guys while I'm here. But I'll show you the difference here and why I like to even just add brown. Okay, so this is going to be the inked one. And then this. And in person, I will say, I feel like embossing looks a lot different in person. A lot of you probably know that. Yes, I love this embossing folder. Thank you, Maddie. I got it from Michael's. I'll show you guys what it looks like in case you want. I was blown away when I found these embossing folders because I think they were like around $5. That reminds me, I have this is upside down, but I have a Michael's Rewards, whatever it's called, that I need to use. So it has 2. I remember these were very inexpensive, so I can show you also what the other one looks like, because I have one right here. So I also embossed these little vellum coin envelopes, and these are for my Wildflower members this month. I always do like an extra layered embellishment, snippet, like an extra item. So this month I tried something a little different, and I did the embossed vellum envelope. But yeah, but I do love them. I love these ones. Oh, right, I keep forgetting I'm thirsty. Gonna bring you guys over here so I can read. How do you do it without cracking the vellum? Yeah, I got lucky, that's it. But I don't know if this is why, but I layered 4 of them at a time, not on top of each other, but I did 2 and 2. So I think I've noticed that sometimes when I layer them, you kind of have to see how many you can fit in yours with it still going through. But yeah, 2 or 3 seems to do it for me, but I also don't know if it's just this vellum is a little stronger, because I have tried that same thing in the past and they have still cracked, like different vellum envelopes. So I think it just comes down to if that vellum is like how thick it is, or yeah, I guess I'm not sure. But yeah, you could try layering whatever vellum you have. You could probably try layering vellum, like do 1 layer of vellum and then some paper also. Of course, you'll end up with extra embossed things, but you can never have enough embossed paper, I feel like. Oh. And if you're just hopping on and I haven't seen you, hello. Oh yeah, hi, Diane. You loved the Taco Bell video? Thanks. I didn't know if I never know when I do like kind of weird videos like that are not my typical style. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I filmed a mukbang, which is just an eating video, kind of like a review. I do those every so often on my second vlog channel. But yeah, I always get a little nervous to share the link with my actual members here, because I'm like, I don't know if you guys think this is weird stuff that I'm doing. But I feel like I've been better about not caring and just putting up whatever videos I want over there. And yeah, it is actually kind of fun to do eating videos. I probably do them more now. Maddie, you don't mind the smell of the glue. Yuck to clean up. Oh, I'm kind of reading like in reverse here. Yes, you will have to use this embossing folder. It's a good one. Hello, hello. I got a serious case of the Mondays. What is your highest tier? I have to join. Hello, welcome. It is Crown of Thorns. I just lost track there. Crown of Thorns is the highest. That is a journal tier. It includes I'll show you, a larger, or I guess you could call this a full-size junk journal. This doesn't have pages yet, but it'll have multiple signatures, decorated, and then it also includes a journal pack. But if you are asking what the highest tier is for just journal packs, it would be my Wildflower. If I don't have any spots open right now, I'm not sure if I do. I feel like I might on the journal, the largest journal tier, because that is a more expensive tier. It includes a journal, and journal pack. If I don't have any spaces right now, I'm pretty sure I'll be adding a couple spaces on all of the tiers. I'm just getting my final like count before I send out in the next couple days. So I will typically add a couple spots right around the mid-month, right before I send out, to give anyone a chance. But I just have to get my final numbers of everything that I'm making, make sure that I can actually accommodate. So if there are no spots open, I think there are though, but if there are none, just make sure to be a free member on my Patreon. That is where I'm going to announce that I opened up spots. So that's where you'll see it first, even to the free members. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Annette. Fun fact, mukbang is the Korean word for eating show. Oh, yeah. Veteran. Let's see. It must be full. I don't see it. Ah, darn. Yeah. You know what? I can't go on it on my phone that I have here because for some reason the browser doesn't work. It still should show up. I could be wrong. You might... Did you go all the way to the bottom and then, like, there might be a click more or show more? The tier, unless I'm wrong, I feel like the tier should show up for you, but say sold out. I just want to make sure. Because for some reason I actually thought there was a space open, but if there's not. What else was I going to say about Patreon? Yeah, if anyone wants to see a little, I think most of you have seen, but if anyone did want to see some of the other items that I am including in this month's journal packs, let me know and I'll just grab a few of those examples for you. I do not have a full pack put together yet, but I think I have one of each of the items that I can show you. But it is a Tim Holtz month, so I'm using lots of Tim Holtz die cuts, ephemera, things like that, and then kind of just doing the Tim Holtz style. That's why I feel like mushrooms, botanical kind of goes well. Just landed. Oh, by the way, if you ever are wanting to join Patreon, I suggest doing it on a browser or like on a computer, not on your phone. Or wait, I feel like I need to look into this. I could be saying this wrong. Like if you use Apple Pay, Patreon charges you more. So you can pay a little bit less, what I actually put it as, if you don't use Apple Pay. And I also think that you need to do it on like a computer. I could be wrong. Or like a browser, not the app. It's really odd. Okay, Crown of Thorns says sold out. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I thought it should still be up there. No, hun, just $9.99. And then also just to make sure that I don't have any international spaces right now. I can't do the international, sadly, because of shipping. I don't really have a way to charge for the shipping with these tiers, and it just actually adds a lot of time to do the international shipping, which is a bummer, but just can't right now. Good, I'm glad. I was hoping that some of you would use up some of your Tim Holtz stuff that you've been hoarding. I've had so much fun using it up. But I'm not gonna lie, there's many times when I'm like, I'm going, crafting, and then I come across like a certain die cut, and I'm like, oh, I can't use this, I want this, but I'm not gonna use it for anything else. I have got to get a drink, so I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I had water in here. Silly me. Oh, do I have earrings in? I don't. And I just found these earrings. They are little orange cats. I don't remember where I got these. Where did I get these? Oh, I think I got them from a cute little shop downtown. That's right. Don't mind me. Intermission time. Yes, thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you. You said I love the mushroom poster. It is definitely like dark. I don't know how to. Sometimes I look at it and it's just like, bam. Why can't I get my earring in? That is, you can struggle all you need while typing. Let's see, what did you? Oh, and you know what? If you ever text with me, you would know that I have 500 typos. You actually have to be able to decode Jessica language. Maddie, I know you can, you know what I'm talking about. you really have to be able to decode. And I'm not gonna lie, my best friends are those who can decode my texting, know what I'm saying, not correct me. That really, I hate that. Yeah, those are my best friends right there, I tell you. Hey, sweet friends, if you, aw, you're sweet, Erica, thank you. You are very sweet. How is everyone today? Well, Dawn, first of all, I was thinking about you, I think it was yesterday, and I don't remember what made me think about you, but I was just like, oh, I haven't talked to Dawn in a while, and I was going to send you a message on Instagram just to say hi, but then I'll tell you why I stopped myself, because then I was like, oh, well, I kind of like wanted to catch up with you and like see how you were and stuff. And I knew that in that moment in time, I didn't actually have more than like 2 minutes. I can't remember what I was doing, but I didn't have time to have like a full conversation. And I didn't want to message you and be like, hey, I was thinking about you. How have you been? And then not come back to answer. I don't know. I do that a lot. I'll think of someone that I want to message, and yeah, the same thing happens. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I still need to ink some of these just brown embossed envelopes, but since we're here on the live, I'm gonna switch on over to the multicolored and do a couple of those so I can show you how those are turning out. Because also sometimes I find that when I'm doing projects like this, I'll have thoughts or questions or want some feedback or opinions, and so it's nice to do while I have you guys here. So for these next few envelopes that I'm inking, I'm doing like a multicolor. I just can't tell. I'll be honest, sometimes I look at something like this and I'm like, does this look messy? Because it's kind of impossible not to get the inking on the background where it's not embossed. I mean, I think it does give it kind of more of a watercolor effect, I suppose, so it's probably fine. But be honest with me, if you're like, this looks a little messy, just tell me. Or maybe there's something that I should try. I don't know. I know there's all kinds of fun things you can do with the inks, like you can splatter water on it and get fun effects, but I don't know if I want to, this needs to be somewhat a quick thing. Okay, not messy to you, that's good. And like I said, it's fine if it is, but you're a perfectionist and your own typos annoy you, but others don't. That's funny. That's actually, I feel that way about a lot of things, where it annoys me if I do it a certain way, but it doesn't bother me if others do. Okay, also, Jennifer, I was trying to figure out why your name sounds so familiar. You're a Patreon member, right? And I'm sorry if you're not, and I'm just it's hard, like, I have almost 200 members now, but there are definitely, I feel like I recognize most people that at least have been a member for a little bit. So I'm thinking that's just why your name, but I don't know, Jennifer. Wait, I have a cousin with that name, but that's not you, right? That would be fun. No, that can't be. No. She lives in Vegas, actually. Okay, anyways. Okay, back. Maddie. All right, I'm gonna start out with fossilized amber. I like doing yellows and reds on the mushrooms because I like how that looks. And there's 2 little mushrooms, so I'm gonna try my best to mostly get the color just on those. And then I'm gonna use a red also, but like kind of just barely. Like, okay, what else? And then I want to do more of a brown down the stem of the mushroom. But again, it's kind of hard not to get some of the greenery. And then we'll do pine needles on the outer. So I guess it's actually kind of like I'm doing one color in the center, whoops, and then one color on the outer edge, kind of like a little, everyone will be a little bit different. And then we'll do green down at the bottom for the grass. Okay, let's see. Then I almost feel like I need to, oh yeah, I like that. Okay, I like going around the edge too. And I'm going around the edge with tea dye. I've never had this distress ink called tea dye until now. In fact, these inks were sent to me. Was it Patty? I have some mail I need to open up. I could be wrong. No. Gosh, I feel bad sometimes when I can't remember names. Anyways, okay, maybe change the green. Okay, what? Let's see. Oh, Jennifer, that's funny. You're Jennifer in Vegas, but just if you remember. Okay. Oh yeah, and when I was asking about the names, Jennifer, I was asking, wait, what's the username? Nerd Mom Diaries. Didn't you say your name was Jennifer also? Anyways, you guys, it don't matter. Let me go back. I could have mixed that up. For some reason I was thinking that Nerd Mom Diaries said her name was Jennifer also. Well, now I can't find it. It's alright. Oh, B. Welcome to Tara's Super Supporter. Wait, I don't know what that means. Oh, did you just join my YouTube or my YouTube membership? I think that's what that means. Sorry, I don't do a lot with memberships. I do have extra videos, by the way. Oh, okay, I didn't mix that up, Jennifer. So there's two Jennifers here. I'm like, maybe I mixed that. Okay, and then back to Daniela. Sorry, I'm trying to... Whoa, that's Naomi. You are watching from Buffalo City, South Africa. Oh, thank you. Stand up like cardstock. Okay, I'm all over the place right now. Daniela, you were suggesting changing the green. Okay, I would definitely give that a try. Yeah, see, to me, I kind of do feel like it's like, I don't know. What color do you think I should try? Because we can just try. Should I try just more of a brown and do just, well, let's just try it and see what that looks like. So I like the color on the mushrooms in the center, so I'm gonna keep that. I mean, I could do different colors, but let's be real, I have to make like 130 of these, so I should just kind of have it set up for me here and stick to like one thing. I mean, they can all slightly be different, but yeah, for the red is a little harder to use. It doesn't blend as well as the yellow also, so I will say that's, oops, now I feel like I messed that up. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, maybe a light one, maybe crazy pink. Okay, why not try pink? Are you saying to the greenery? So, sorry, I think I'm overthinking this. Are you saying try pink on the greenery? I guess I was trying to do it very realistic, but if that's what you're saying, I'm gonna give it a try. Ooh, do I have brick color? I don't think I do. I grabbed the only red that I had, and it's called Barn Door. Is that a red color? Brick. Oh wait, no, brick would probably be, brick would be like a brownish red, right? I don't think I do. Well, let me look. I have some of the little inks here, and I'm just gonna look through. Oh, I have Rusty Hinge. This is not really brick colored, but I have this, but it kind of looks like tea dye, so I don't know. I'm not sure what color I should be trying this on. Where did we want to try the pink? That green looks too yellow next to the yellow mushroom. Do you have a darker, okay, a darker brown green? A darker browner green. I get what you're saying. I don't think I do. Wait, not so dark light. Ooh, I like light blue. I think I'm getting, we're just talking about the greenery, right? Let's see. Oh, I just realized I don't think I have very many light blue inks. Why don't I? Oh, broken china's too blue or too dark. I know you can't see what I'm grabbing here. Ooh, I found some evergreen bow. Faded jeans. I've never had any of these colors. This is fun. I don't think I, wait, weathered wood. I don't think I have weathered wood. I love this. Okay, well, let's just try something. So, I'm confused, y'all. I'm gonna try, because I don't know, are we talking about using the light blue and the pink on the greenery? Yeah, maybe we were. Okay. I'm gonna just go for Rusty Hinge. Oh, well, okay. Wait, maybe that's not gonna work. Well, we'll just try it. Nah. Nah. It doesn't look bad, but I'll show you guys in a sec. I also don't have that many ink daubers, so not gonna lie, a lot of these colors are just gonna kind of get all mixed together. But I do think I'm realizing that I don't like the green so much. I want there to be different colors, but I don't think I love the green. Oh, I could try a different color of the mushrooms. Maybe that's what you were saying. Well, there's this one. Like I said, it's really hard to get. I feel like even on camera it looks messier, but so that I'm not sure about because that's like too much of all the same color. But I can go back in for now at least and just add a little more yellow. I want there to be some variation in color. Well, that didn't do much, but okay, let me try something else. Let me try, just for fun, I'm gonna try a pink color on the mushrooms. I mean, you would never, it doesn't have to be that realistic, does it? Shoot, I don't know if I have more ink daubers, that's the only thing. I do somewhere, but where would that be? Oh my gosh, heck yes. I sure do. I have a whole thing of them. Okay, let's see. I think of brick as being brown, ruddy red color. That's what I was thinking too, which is why I was thinking, well, this says barn door. This is more red. I'm just saying that's probably as close to, yeah, these are not really what you were saying. These two, sorry, you couldn't see that, but I have a lot of colors, just not weathered wood. Oh yeah, you were saying weathered wood. I'm just not really sure. Oh wait, now the mushroom doesn't show up. Yeah, I kind of agree. Like I was saying, like in person this looks fine, but it's all one. It kind of, yeah. We need to try something different. So, like I was saying, let's start with, what color was I gonna do? Okay. Wait a minute. I wish I did have a light blue. That could be fun. I'm gonna try Evergreen Bow, I think it's called. Part of me wants to do green on the outer, on the greenery, so that it's like realistic. Oh, I don't know. Oh wait, why don't I just use a new thing? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. I guess Evergreen Bow is very close to Pine Needles, so I'm probably not gonna love this. But we already went for it. Okay, I'll keep trying things. So let me just try this real quick. Ooh, this is too dark. I feel like when it's too dark, then it really will show up if you don't get it like a perfect. Oh, I didn't realize, but now that I realize there's 3 mushrooms, not 2, so one of them was getting hidden. Okay, I think I'm just gonna try something for fun and do pink as, oh man, this is not gonna show up, is it? I think this color is, oh no, these colors don't look good together at all. I was gonna try pink on the mushrooms. Okay, let's skip that. Let's try scattered straw. This is going berserk. I don't even know what that. It's okay. This one's probably, I probably messed this one up, and I don't normally say that, but. Okay, this is further away from what I was liking for sure. I like what I started with. Like, this is closer to what I'm wanting it to look like, but I don't love, I think I just need to change up. Hang on one sec. I think I just mostly need to change up the outer edge, which is the greenery on the outside. I'll point out what I'm talking about in a second here. I think I cannot make this one work. That's too messy. Yeah, if you use too dark of a color, to me it looks messy. Okay, this is what I started with, and I want something closer to this. But I also messed this one up because I went over everything too many times. But so I want something closer to this. I just don't love the color that the greenery is. So let's keep the center for now. I can change it up. And I know you guys gave me lots of recommendations, but let's start over. Are you looking for a dark green or a light green? I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a color that looks good on the greenery. So I like this better, but I don't know if I love this green color. So I just want to change the green. So earlier I got some recommendations to try pink, blue, brick color. I don't know if you guys were talking about for the greenery. So let's just talk about the greenery, and I can try some different things. And I think, Maddie, I just saw you suggest an olive green, and that's actually a great idea. Yeah, I think these tones like aren't going well together. I mean, again, in person, guys, I feel like it's okay, but I want to be happy about it. And I want it to look good on camera too. Let's see. I'm just going to grab all of these inks. I have a lot of them. I like the idea of olive green. Okay. Vintage photo, broken china. Ooh, that would not look good. I got shaded lilac. That's a pretty color, not for this, but yeah. Okay. Shaded lilac. It's like a purple. If you want to see any of these, I can show you. Scattered straw. You like the darker green. Okay. Well, ooh, bundled sage. Let me see. I'll tell you all the greens that I have. Victorian velvet. Oh, that's a pretty color too. Again, not for this. I don't seem to have a lot of greens. Ooh, I have bundled sage and I have peeled paint. Okay, I love both of these greens. Okay, maybe either of these might work. Okay, we might be getting closer. Let's start over again. And since I'm happy with the center colors, I'm going to stick to that. I'm just going to try to not go so dark. So I'm using fossilized amber. Maybe the red's a little bit much though. So maybe we just stick to, I want like a touch of red, but that's really dark. Okay. It's like I have to keep going through these colors. Tea dye, maybe. Oh, rusty hinge. Okay. I'm going to try a little mixture of fossilized amber and rusty hinge for the center. I know this might, yeah, we'll just see. Because I feel like the yellow on its own is a little, it kind of blends into the paper. but I like how bright it is, I guess. I don't know. And I'm just using the same ink dauber for this part. Because I'm trying to be realistic with myself, and I know that when I'm on a roll and doing 100 of these that I'm not going to want to change too many. See, I almost feel like when I do that, I almost feel like it needs a bit of a darker, like, I think that's why I started with the red. Where did my red go? Walnut stain. No, that's going to be too dark. Okay. I need to keep the lids with, where did the rusty hinge? I feel like I had like barn door or something. Ah, here we go. Okay. Maybe I should actually use. There's a lot going on here. Okay, we'll go like that. Then we're gonna try bundled sage. And I have peeled paint if I want a little darker on the outer edge. So let's try that. I feel like when you go to use your ink dauber for the first time, it kind of, okay, I like this. It's a little weird. I like this. And this looks a little bit more olive, like you were suggesting, Maddie. I think. Yeah, it's really hard when you're just using ink daubers to get a very precise color on all of the little pieces of this picture. So I'm not trying to go for perfect precise. I just, you know, again, I want there to be a variation in color. Okay, I'm gonna use the smallest amount of peeled paint, I think, on the outer edges, maybe. Oh, I made that very messy. Okay. Okay. For some reason, that green just got very messy on the bottom here. So I'm trying to work it in a little. Well, that's okay. Eh. There's that. I don't know. It's still on camera for some reason. It looks so messy. Like, look down here. I cannot. That's just like there. It like I don't know if you guys are, if you ink a lot, but sometimes if you have too much on your ink dauber and you go down, like stamp it by accident, like I don't, it does not come out, but I could add a spritz of water. And I'd probably add something. Oh, this is coffee, but we'll just try that. Yeah, that didn't do much. I did. Well, I'm going to try a couple. I'm going to try a couple with these colors and just see how I'm liking it. I think I got to give it some time. I like it better, but okay. I want to have the energy of doing so many things. I don't. I know it looks like it, but Raquel, hopefully I said your name right. I don't know if you work or if you're like a stay-at-home parent, mom, dad. I don't. You know how like when you do have like a job that you have to go to, you know, like you don't have energy, but you just like have to do it. That's how it is for me a lot. I'm filming when I have the extra energy to talk and whatnot, but I promise you there are many hours and many days, especially this weekend, because I was trying to do my daughter's birthday and get work done, where I'm just sitting here and I'm like, that last 2 hours was actually pointless. I was fighting being tired. I was not motivated. I was wanting to do so many other things. And so I basically ended up wasting that 2 hours. I did end up embossing like all 130 of these. So I got that done, but in 2 hours, normally I could probably get a whole lot more. I don't know. It's just like one of the, so I definitely don't always have energy. I'm also just a normal, but this is my job. So like I have to. When it gets closer to my end dates, or I guess you could say my, what am I trying to say? Not due dates. What's timeline? No, end date. What's another word? Anyways, when I have a lot of pressure on me, then I do well. But I was that way when I worked my regular job. When I worked in like accounting, you would have stuff that you had to do all month long, but then like the last day of the month you had to get all of that in, and I can't tell you how many months I would do a whole lot of nothing all month long, and then the last 2 days of the month it would be crunch time, and I would basically get a whole month of work done in 2 days, and I would like have to work really late. Yeah, that's how I am still. So I just did a great job at over explaining that. Deadline. Thank you. That was bugging me. That word wouldn't come. B, I am happy that you are here and joined as well. Thank you. And since you just became a member, I will also tell you, I do extra random videos. So if you're signed in under your account that you are a member, then I think you can go to a little tab at the top that says members only, or probably says membership or member, and you'll see some of those extra videos that I have. I'm actually just right around the time where I'm gonna film an extra kind of vlog behind the scenes video for my members only. Okay, I do find that with these greens, if you have too much, it will end up looking a bit muddy. So I do have to, I feel like the more you use an ink dauber, the better it ends up being. All right, I actually need to be crunching right now. Something that's still throwing me off, but okay, where did my brown ink go? We'll just call this brown. That was probably pink, but whatever. We're just mixing the colors. Okay, I mean, that looks less muddy to me. Excuse me. So I'm just going to try to go for it and do this. I do not, the first one that I did, it ended up so muddy. It's just because I'm not used to using these colors, and so I went too heavy-handed, and that's what it looks like. So I don't really love that one. So I'm going to try to go a little less heavy-handed, go for this, and I'm going to try to do a couple of these. So I feel like what I need to do is put away all of the colors I'm not using, because I'm going to accidentally dip in. Okay, I'm not going to use the red color. Not gonna use these. I will do that. I probably will use cheat it now. Oh, definitely not using this purple color, but this Seedless Preserves. This is one of the first times that I've been using this color, and I really like it. Okay. Trying to get a little more organized since I have to do so many of these. Okay, I'm gonna put the greens over here. And I think I just mixed those up, didn't I? Peeled paint, nope. Okay, peeled paint. And then we have the ink dauber for that. All right. There we go. We're a little bit more ready for it. I'm gonna actually take a second, a little breather, and just chat with you guys while I have a drink of soda. Dawn, yeah, there's a sweet spot for the ink dauber. Too new doesn't do well, and too old falls apart. You're so right. Bye, Maddie. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Do I have brushes to ink with? You know what? I wish I did. I used to have these type. You can see how many colors are in that. That's funny. I can probably wash that. So I used to, but I didn't ever use them, so I don't know where they are. Because that actually, you know what? I used to have small ones of this. That would work great. Although, I just got to get going, so I should just not look for them right now. Oh, but then I found another, so they must be somewhere around here. They're probably in here. I can't open the drawer though. That's funny. Well, I'm just gonna put both of them back in there because those ones are too messy and too big. But that would have worked actually good. All right, let me see. You know what? Maybe if I have two out here, I can kind of do two at a time. Kind of, not really. So we'll do the yellow for the mushrooms. Fossilized amber. And then I dip into the rusty hinge a little bit, dab it off, and kind of go around the edges just to give a little bit more definition. I love using words like definition and I don't know. Okay, and then use the rest of the rusty hinge on the stem of the mushroom. Okay, and then bundled sage. The average. I know at the end of the day when I'm done inking, it's going to be a big mess and I'm going to be real happy to be done inking. I don't mind inking, but it's not my favorite. Oops. And it's a little messy. Man, yeah, this one is really, like, if I get just a little too much ink, it gets very muddy, messy, quick. So I don't know if it's just this color or, oh, you know what I think it is? I'm used to the oxide inks. I could be wrong, but this is a distress ink, and it's not an oxide. I don't know. That was weird. I like choked on air for a minute. Anyways, yeah, I don't know too much about the inks, but I think I normally use the oxide. And I think I noticed that some of these inks are not they're not blending what I'm used to. And so I wonder if that's because it's not an oxide. I could be wrong. Trying to get this. I'm trying to be like 100% happy with it. I think the only thing that's still throwing me off is just hard to get a perfectly inked embossed image, in my opinion, at least for me, without it looking kind of muddy, because these are inks. So it's like, you know, I'm not coloring. It's not supposed to be precise. And I think that's like bothering me. There's a hair on me. But anyways, I think I'm happy enough with them. Overall, if I'm not sitting here having it right in my face, I like it. If it's like in a journal or something like that, I would like that. I would probably want to add more to it. But I think just sitting here having it in my face, it's like, yeah. So I think that's it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna be inking these for the next day. But I think it's gonna go better if I turn on some music and chill out. But it was super fun to hang out with you guys. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be working on something else. Hopefully these will be done. And I won't be working on these tomorrow. That shall be what I'm shooting for, at least. But I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bex, you love Inkin? Yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't mind it. I like the... I feel like it's worth the effort. But it's just not my favorite. It probably depends what mood I'm in also, but yeah. Okay, guys, have a great day, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.